Alright, so what we got here is '07 Volkswagen Touareg V10 with the diesel. Decided to finally tackle this water pump job that I've been putting off for a long time. How I figured out it was the water pump was I kept having a leak come out the front of the engine. I thought it was a gasket or something on the thermostat housing. Because it would trickle down the front of the engine and it would kind of puddle up in the middle and all up under. The reason why the coolant is green because I put some dye in it and I put too much, so like I'm gonna have to really flush it out. Anyways, so when the water pump goes bad and starts leaking, it'll come out this tiny hole. You can see it it's right here, right above that bolt, and it's really hard to see and where it's coming from because you got the dampener kind of comes up all the way up here, so you're just kind of sort of trying to figure out where it's coming from, because even when the oil cooler and stuff leaks, it comes down the same path. It comes down this same valley path. But anyways, the manual suggested that you have to take off this whole core support, headlights, you know, whatnot, whatever. But once you get access to the bolts that allow you to take out the fans, you can remove your fans, and then you got access to remove your crank bolts, which are only like 40 or 50 Newton meters, so as long as you have a counter hold, yeah, they'll come out real easy. To gain access to, like, so you get your hose, your top hose comes up here and it'll go to here. To gain access to remove that bolt. Oh, that's great.
On the trash truck.
So it's bolted to it like so. And to get access to it, because obviously you have your charge pipe. Your charge pipe is bolted right here. And so that blocks you access to getting to this bolt, which is right there. So once you remove this charge pipe, you know, getting to this bolt right here is pretty easy. But then, watch out, bud. But then gaining access to these bolts that bolt it to the intercooler is a little bit challenging, but a little patience. See, it'll be bolted right in there. There's the bag. It's a little challenging, but right tools, you know, some patience, you can get it done. And then you've got a bolt. You got two bolts up top, and then two bolts at bottom on the fans. And then you have these tabs. You got these tabs right here that also keep the fans affixed to the radiator. So you can see that.
So.
You see right here.
See that?
So you just push that in right there, and then the whole thing just pops out.
The whole thing.
It's really easy. It's a really simple job. Really, you know, I had it done and probably had it out in, I don't know, 3.5, 4 hours. And here's the water pump. Most expensive water pump I ever bought. I think it was like $300. But it is the V10. Yeah, this is how bad the bearings were. And you can see it started chewing away at the block. I don't know how long it would have lasted. I'm glad we did it now. You can see there's the seal right there. It's supposed to look like so, and obviously it's solid. Got a lot of 12 bits, the 12-point bits. You know, generic, you know, Volkswagen stuff. Always making it challenging and over-engineering the crap out of it. You remove your airbox, and you can get more access to what you need to get to. And then for a counter hold, you've got, I kind of adapted this fan clutch holder. It's got some bolts, and just put it in there and put a nut on it, and then you got a counter hold. Alright, that's how you can remove the water pump on the V10 without removing the whole core support.